Christmas. So I should say Merry Christmas. But instead, I'm going to show you guys something new today. Okay, so it's not exactly new. Something I kind of overlooked. A lot of people just kind of ignored because, ooh, Thargoids involved. Yeah, well, you don't actually have to encounter any Thargoids. Some people are afraid of it for whatever reason. I don't know why. One thing to figure out is, you might want to make some money. Well, we hear all about these Thargoids attacking stations. Well, I didn't necessarily know what it looked like till I got inside of one. So, this is just going to be a quick short video. Hey, Merry Christmas to you, King Minecraft. Alright, so, real quick short one. I'm here at the Hudson Observatory, but I'm actually at the rescue ship at the moment. I'll go ahead and run through my outfitting. I'm in my Type 9, and this is the only rescue ship currently out of the 3 damaged stations that you can outfit at. So there's 2 ways you can play this. If you got a larger ship, you're going to want to do what I'm doing, which is stack your internals with as many economy class passenger cabins as you can. You can see I'm running 4 of them, 3, 6, and a 5. What that does, that gives me, I believe, 112 passengers that I can pull off that ship for exuberant amount of money. And then, of course, I got some cargo racks. If you're in a smaller ship, you're going to want a limpet collector, and you're going to want to come to the rescue ship first, pick up and go to the mission board. We'll let it load for a second. And if you look through here, you see some of these for a couple thousand. Some of these will be in the hundreds of thousands. This is one I would do, 164,000. I'm not going to go sit in the literal embodiment of hell in this game for less than 150,000. And it's only collecting 4 damaged escape pods. You'll see why that's so difficult in a moment. But it keeps going on. Same thing. This one I do. 171,000 for damaged escape pods. You get the idea. But if you notice, the passenger lounge is empty. There are no contracts available anywhere. That's because they're all on the station. So, without a doubt, let's get over there. Looks like I've got a wingmate that's actually sitting here waiting for me. What we're going to do is, while that's coming up, we're just going to lock on to the Hudson Observatory. We should see it. Looks like it's going to be slightly behind us. Ah, there you are. Round trips, these only take not even 8 minutes. So what we'll do is we'll get far enough away that we're no longer mass locked, and the Super Cruise is just unbelievably fast. I'm going to stay full throttle the entire time. I'm actually using the HOTUS stick. It's actually, once you get used to it, as long as you have a background with the HOTUS sticks, it's actually incredibly useful. Just the sheer combinations I can map with the PC background I have, it makes it fairly easy. But I'm just full throttle right now. You cannot even get to the speed where you can no longer do a safe disengage before you get to it. Let's go ahead and pop. Looks like I accidentally popped a heat sink as well. Oh well. You're going to want as many heat sinks as you can, especially if you're going to be sitting in there for a little while. Collecting things. You'll notice this space station is a little worse for wear. We've got some corrosion going off on the outside. Gotta love them Thargoids. And if you listen in the background, you'll actually hear the flight controller saying that this is a dangerous zone. We are urging all pilots to go the opposite direction. You know, basically go somewhere else because it's not safe here. And oh, it's not. Like I said, in a larger ship where you've got plenty of passenger cabins, it's worthwhile to go run passengers. If you're in a smaller ship, don't be afraid. You can still make good amounts of money. Just get some cargo and collector limpets. And I would recommend doing it the less effective way of collecting cargo, which would be to specifically target whatever damaged escape pod you want. And you'll find where some of them are floating around on the outside, that or near the landing pads, I should say. There's plenty of obstacles there that your limpets will get destroyed, and there's no getting those escape pods. Your best thing to do is to come out, jump back into Super Cruise, and jump back in and get in there. So I'm going to go ahead and request docking. Alright, access granted. Prepare for sudden course adjustments as you enter. This should be fun. Let's go in. And first thing you'll notice is the mailbox slot right here. The toaster grate is kind of all sorts of jacked up. There's random explosions. There's parts just flying around out here. We're making our way out to pad 9, which is just right here next to us. But I'm going to kind of show you what's going on in here. If you watch my heat on the bottom left, 62, 64, 67, it goes up pretty quick. And you will take massive amounts of damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop my landing gear. I'm going to come down here. It looks like I've actually got some debris on my landing pad. That's something I've never seen. Yep, look at that. All right. So we're about 111%. I'm going to pop a heat sink. And I'm going to go in for the dock. You can see my canopy even starting to freeze up. If you're going to do the small ship, come in here and pick up cargo routine, you can try to not use the collector limpets and just go around. Definitely recommend using the collector limpets. So as soon as you land, you'll notice that it sucks you down and under. So we're just going to go ahead and let that ride. In the meantime, I'm going to pop up starport services. And you'll notice that this is all kind of fuzzy, and it's definitely not like you would normally see it. It's all glitched out. So what I'm going to do is come down here to the passenger lounge. I had 82 million this morning when I started. I'm up to 107. So now, if you want to work for a specific faction, if you want to work for the Empire or for the Federation, it's all on you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, and once again, I'm going to start at the highest paid. I don't care who you are. Give me your money. I'll get you out of Dodge. So I'm going to take 22 refugees for 165. But I'm going to sit on the screen for a moment. You see how it says rewards on the bottom left? It says 165. Always compare those two numbers, because I have found where the display will say, 180 some odd thousand out there, but you pop in here, it's 52. I mean, come on. So I'll go ahead and accept and put these guys in a cabin. Look through the rest of these. 181. Let's see. What's the Empire have to offer? 152 is not bad. I might end up taking that one. I think I will. And you'll hear all these mission critical messages. There's a bunch of... Okay, right here. 6 refugees. It says 48,102 credits. But a second ago, that said 20-something. Right here, it doesn't even have any information, but it says 42,000. So that's just the things you need to be on the lookout for if you're going to do this. So once you're down under the starport itself and you're in the hangar, your damage isn't going to go up or down. You're not going to take heat damage. You'll be fine. So feel free to take as long as you want to look through here. But you'll get all these mission critical updates. That is actually the passenger saying, hey, okay, this one I have a suspicion is going to be a spoof. If not, I'm going to jump on this one. 2 passengers for 122,000. That is 60,000 credits a seat. Exactly, right there. 13.9. 122, 13.9. Yep. So that exactly right there is what I'm talking about. So let's see. Who wants off the space station the most? 4 for 30. 4 for 34. 7 for 60. Yeah, it looks like it's 7 for 60. And that should fill me up. Almost. There's no single passenger missions, so we're out of here. The highest paying missions I've found have been around 225,000. The biggest thing you want to do when you're leaving is as soon as you get up to the surface, you're going to start taking heat damage, and you're not going to have a way to counter that. So as soon as you can lift off, just keep spamming the trigger that you have tied to your heat sink. And as soon as you're up, it'll pop a heat sink. You'll see that number go down, and all of a sudden your alerts go away. Try to keep a heads up. Make sure you're not going to hit anything on the way out, too. Especially in a Type 9, you've got these great big wings. It's real easy to hit something. I am not running a shield, so I need to be especially careful. So I'm going to go ahead and lock onto the rescue ship. And then I'm just going to keep boosting out of here until I am good to jump. And once again, like my Ruins tutorial, you know I don't make a whole lot of tutorials very often. So long as I see this as a viable option, something that's constantly still working, and you may need to jump to another station. We've had a couple times where we've actually emptied the station out of passenger missions. So you may need to jump to another station. We'll see how that all goes. You know, I'll show you how to find a couple more, and it doesn't look like it's actually going to throw me into Super Cruise this time, is it? There we go. All right. I had a friend try to stream, and it was really buggy. So we'll go ahead and locate this. We will get close enough that we are good to go. And there we go. Request docking. And there's our port. And because it is Christmas, we do have to have the Christmas lights on the dash. A little hard. Not too worried about it. Alright. So 15 minutes while I've been talking, and we've got this all taken care of. That's one trip. I'm currently at 107. Yeah, we'll call it 107.9. So we'll just go ahead and spam through all these real quick. In this one, I was just shy of a mil, but, you know, there's going to be some variation between them. Nonetheless, you're not going to get things that are going to make you too much more money too much quicker than doing that. The easy way to find any of these, and I'm going to show you this method versus just telling you where to go, simply because if I just told you where to go when this station is in repairs and no longer in damage, how will you know where to find it? So currently I am in, what is it, HIP 17694, kind of ironic since I'm 17693. So if you come over here to all the way on the far right tab under options for your map, you'll see these two options have appeared. Show damaged starports, show repaired starports. There's the ones under repair, there's the ones under damage. So we're a little bit away from the bubble, not too drastically far. I mean, if you look at it in comparison, we're three quarters of the distance to the Cios and Sothis, so if anybody's going to talk about the Sothis and Cios grind, well, you tell them to just come on out here. But that's how you find it. So if you guys got any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. If this helps you out, like, subscribe. Find me on Facebook, Maverick17693, Twitch, YouTube. Yeah, most of all, hopefully this brings you guys many, many fortunes, and you feel good about helping people along the way. Yeah, let's face it, some of us are just out here for the money. Well, that being said, have a good one, guys.